What's Supper, Dub Nation? Rich here. My hat's not right. There we go. Yeah, that's not right either. There we go. I don't know. It looks better backwards for some reason. Okay. I'm now ready. I got to get me another bucket hat. I need one more to throw in the rotation. Anyway, just got it here in time. I just uploaded wrote the new article on the website. So let's hit like. I don't have my phone. Wow, everything's discombobulated. Let me find my phone and be right back. But right here is the latest and greatest. Kuminga has to be the defensive stopper. With that, I propose we go look at the pregame. And the pregame audio is going to be Steve Kerr. Right here. And we'll play that right now. 6 minutes, and then we'll be ready to start.
Our guys know how often this happens, where guys are out on the other team, and how well everyone else plays because they're getting an opportunity. So we know that's what's coming tonight. They'll play with great energy, and all the guys who are getting the minutes are going to be excited about that. So it's on us to bring our own energy and our own execution. I expect him to play.
What kind of balance are you looking for with regards to isolations with Jimmy and still, movement actions and stuff? What kind of balance? What's the right,
The game should dictate that, but we should have counters to whatever the defenses are doing, and so we've got to figure out what defenses are doing, and then respond accordingly, both as a staff, but also the guys on the court, understanding, if we have a mismatch with Jimmy, great. Let's go to him, let's spread the floor, but let's not abandon our movement, our flow. And we've generally done a good job of that. So we'll get back to that tonight, I'm sure.
The Taylor Jenkins news broke during shoot around this morning. Have you been able to gather your thoughts and a reaction to that?
It's shocking, really. I mean, Taylor's a great coach. He's done an amazing job with Memphis. So it came out of nowhere for us. We're not involved, obviously, but just from afar, it's shocking. And 9 games left in the season. So it doesn't doesn't add up if you're on the outside looking in. I'm also well aware that every team's got to handle their own business, and this is the league. This is what we all sign up for, and it's probably we're all probably getting that knock on our door at some point. But it is a strange one for sure.
Which are the biggest differences you've seen in your defense since being able to have Jimmy and Draymond out there?
Just the IQ and the brute strength of Jimmy. He and Draymond are a lot alike in that regard. Strong, maybe not traditionally explosive athletes, but really quick on their feet and in their brains, and long, active, anticipatory. They're brilliant players. They're brilliant thinkers of the game, and working in tandem, behind the play. It's really impressive watching them.
Putting your memory on the spot, no pressure. If you can't recall with the Memphis situation, anything similar where it didn't seem to be in all your years in basketball, where you saw someone relieved and it didn't really seem to be generally performance.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, just all your years in basketball, can you recall anything similar that stands out where you had a coach who seemed to be performing well generally, and then but still, surprisingly was relieved in a
I'm sure if I gave it some thought, there'd be there'd be cases of that, but I don't remember this ever happening with 9 games left. That's what makes it very strange and unique.
Coach, just can you talk about your team's depth? As you talked about with the Pelicans and they're struggling with their depth and the injuries this season, you've gone through these periods yourself over the last several years in building depth with this team. What do you like about where you are with your second unit and the guys who've had to play extended minutes while some of your players have been out?
Well, we've had a deep roster all year, and it was almost too deep, until the Jimmy trade, and then we make that trade, and it sort of more clearly defined our totem pole, so to speak, and so it gave us an idea of clearly defined roles, and but I'm very comfortable going deeper into the roster. I mean, Trace Jackson Davis has been a starter for us. He's been out of the loop the last month or two. I'm very confident if and when I put him back in that he'll do well. So Guy Santos has been great all year. Every time we've given him a chance, Pat Spencer, rock solid. I mean, I think we have a very deep roster, very capable of withstanding injury.
Coach, how have you seen Willie Green grow as a coach since you've had him in Golden State? I know you don't work with him every day, but basically when you're going up against him, have you seen any kind of growth over these last few years?
I don't really notice that, to be honest with you. I mean, I think, anytime you talk about growth with a coach, it's that's something you see internally every day behind the scenes, what the coach is doing, what the staff is doing. So I can't really comment on that. I just know that Willie is a wonderful friend and human being, and somebody that if you're a player, you want to play for. If you're in management, you want to work with. He's an amazing guy, and obviously has been dealt a really tough hand this year with all the injuries. But he's got the right temperament, the right collaborative nature to be a great coach in this league.
Have you had a chance to talk to Willie much during the season as he's gone through all these injuries? And if so, what's your message to the coach?
No, we haven't talked much. We've touched base a couple of times. He sent a really nice message, a couple of weeks ago when I broke Al Addle's record for the team wins. Willie it was really nice what he did for our video post game, and so I texted him and thanked him for that. And I always ask him about Mason and his family, and we don't touch on the basketball stuff very often. And we tend to see each other more in the off season than in the season.
So how y'all doing?
All right.
Good.
That's the end of it. Buddy Hield. By the way, at the end of the Buddy Hield one, let's listen in. It's funny.
They got a lot of guys out tonight, right? Zion, Trey Murphy, pretty much their
Here.
whole starting.
Letting them have whatever you want around here. Like the referee isn't calling foul, So
Oh, wait. Here.
They be letting them have whatever you want around here. Like
Wait.
it's every time. It's every something with
Here
him.
we go.
Jimmy, yesterday you kicked the ball into the
Yeah.
stands.
Jimmy be fucking cheating. That's why. I won the game. He be cheating. I mean, it's every time.
Jimmy be
It's every
cheating.
something with him, man. They be letting them have whatever you want around here. Like the referee isn't calling foul, So and he ended up beating me, of course, when I kicked the ball.
Let's
Yeah,
go out to the
that was
river.
hilarious from Buddy at shoot around today. Let's get the refs up. We got the bottom of the barrel because this is not going to be a popular game by any stretch of the imagination. Probably the least popular game tonight. So we'll get the bottom of the barrel in terms of the refs. So let's hope Draymond doesn't get a technical. That's what happens in bottom of the barrel ref games. Please like the new article that I just posted on the website. It has quotes from Steve at practice yesterday saying that JK will be our main point of attack guy. And that's good. I think that'll get JK going because any way to get more minutes, that's great. And having more responsibility and all of that. Setting the intention of our chat tonight. Let's check and see how you guys are doing. Let's start a poll. How are you doing today or tonight, really? 8 to 10, high vibrational. 6 to 7, okay. I call that okay. 4 to 5, meh. And 1 to 3, not good. And let's go back to the box score. Who does New Orleans have today? They're tanking, so got tons of guys on the injury report. So Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, Missy, wow, traditional 4-5. So I predict we'll get Quentin to start. Jordan Hawkins, okay, shooting guard. Jose, backup point guard. Keon Brooks, don't know him. CJ and all these guys, they're injured. Lester, look out. Lester might have a big game tonight. I'm just saying, you know how it goes. Maybe we'll I expect us to win by double digits, especially with Steph back. We are going to tip off pretty soon. So get ready. We're going to tip off real soon. Draymond. Okay, so no Quentin Post. Wow. Draymond to tip off against Missy. Wins the tip. Draymond wins the tip. He's so good at winning tips, man. Podz outside to Jimmy, right side. Lets him shoot a 3. Does olynyk in and out. No good 3-ball by Jimbo. And that'll be Jose started. Okay, they did that wrong the first time. Jose with the ball at the nail. Draymond helps up. Lefty scoop. Bye-bye, Moody. I think Steph said, my bad. Why is it Steph? He didn't help. Draymond up top. Yeah, I think Steph missed the 3. Thought he was fouled by Hawkins, no call. And post up Missy against Podz, but back out to olynyk. Good defense, Steph. Ruined his shot attempt. Wow, dangerous pass to Moody in the corner. Well, Jimmy and Draymond ran to the same spot, so Moody has to attack. Fade away in and out. Wow, they ran to the same spot. That's crazy. And a layup by New Orleans. I think it was Bruce Brown. Draymond finds Podz, dangerous pass. Podz saves it. Moody for 3. Missed another one. Jimmy in there. Off his foot. It's ugly early on. It's ugly. Mo is, I think, Ofer's last 11 at the very least. Down 0-4, by the way. Getting skunked already. Inside out, Kelly over to 3-ball Bruce Brown, yep. Bruce Brown corner 3 from Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, on the pick and roll. Moody in the corner, fakes the 3. Out to Draymond, finds bad pass. I am shocked that we're this bad coming out. I'm shocked. 3-ball Jose, missed it. Lucky. Would have been a timeout, had gone down 10-0. And Jose and Draymond argue, and Jose is all over Draymond. They're still entangled. That's good energy, though. Bad energy, but good job by Dray to not back down there. And of course, he's not going to back down, but just keep the chippiness going. Podz looking for Steph. Over to Draymond on the roll. Over to Jimmy. Corner 3. Missed another one. Are our starters really this bad? So open by Dray. Dray's doing what he can to play center field here. Kick it over to Jose. Jose, Jimmy. Still haven't scored. Jose, runner, no good. Podz came back for the rebound. Great rebound by Podz. And Steph finds Moody for an easy layup. Finally. 2-7. We scored at the 8:40 mark. It's still very disappointing. Steph fouls Kelly Olynyk. But I'll just chalk it up. You try to give him some excuses, and the excuse I'll give him is that we just got Steph back. So it takes a while to grease the wheels a little bit. Oh, well, it is what it is. Bruce Brown at the nail. Push shot good. I didn't see how that developed. How is he so open? Like, no tomorrow open. Yeah, screen by Missi on Steph. Think we missed a shot. Bruce Brown for 3. Got it. 2-12. Who missed? Steph missed a 3 hero ball previous to that. Draymond corner 3, no good. And Jose scores 94 feet later. Man, we stink. We can't make a shot to save our lives. And then Jose goes 94. Wow. You can't blame Steve. Yeah, we had two guys try to get the ball on the deep offensive rebound, both Podz and Moses, and they collided, and Jose got it on the run. So all I can say is that this is not Steve's fault. It's not Steve's fault. And it is those starting 5 guys' fault. It's basketball, and if you can't shoot a lick, then you're going to go down 2-12 early. You know they're going to come out. Bruce Brown, what's Bruce Brown's contract situation? Hoops hype. Golden State Warriors salaries go to what team are we playing? New Orleans. Bruce Brown's contract year, you know, of course he's going to play well. This guy's a baller. $23 million. So, oh man, Bloomer, did you start whining? Yeah, a little too much, but we handled it. Had a little ruckus in 616 adjacent, and but we handled it. Yeah, so let me be the meanest guy on here. But that, you know, I don't know. It's starters got to look in the mirror time. So make a damn shot, I guess. You know. But Moody's 2 for 4. Did he just score here? I guess Moody's going to score on this ATO. Great. I just spoiled myself looking at the box score. Love it. Let's see the ATO though. But yeah, can't settle for, you know, hero 3s and stuff. Jimmy high pick for Steph. That's a new one. At the nail. Find Moody in the corner. Post up Dray. Moody will take Olynyk. He dunks it. Moody dunked it. Wow. ATO Jimmy pick for Steph. Mo dunk past Kelly. 4-14 though. How'd they get 14? I thought it was 2-12. I guess it was 14. Olynyk with a tough shot, no good against Moody. So good defense by Moody. Finally. Steph into the lane to Podz. Scores! Right-handed underneath the hoop. .614. Suddenly not as bad looking. All right. Back up top, Jose Moses. Screen Missy. Jose trying to turn the corner. Draymond there, and Jose didn't get the call. Draymond got the easy rebound, and he nearly throws it away. He got, oh, okay, Jimmy saved it to Podz. Back to Jimmy. Not going to shoot the corner three. Podz will shoot the opposite corner three. No good. The three-point woes continue. Kelly. Oh, nice find of Missy. Draymond blocks it, and Draymond wraps up Missy for a foul. Missy doesn't like it. It tries to break free of the hold, but anyways. Wow, he blocked a dunk, but then had to foul him. Was there anybody else in the picture there? Maybe somebody else fouled him. Now we got some words between Jose and Draymond again. This time on this side of the court. Hopefully that dunk gets Moses fired up for his three-point shooting, because that's been a struggle. Missy's going to shoot free throws. Guy Santos came in right away. Love it. Love it. So those of you that voted for Guy to come in before JK, you won. Congratulations. Congratulations, Bruce. You won. I'm not always right, but the things that I'm right about are more important. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Eric Hausen's got extra shoes for Steph just in case he wants to change them. Anyways, Steph brings it up. Jose all over him. Oh, JK came in as well. Same time. They got JK the ball at the nail, out to Draymond, and Guy pops open. Hey, JK and Guy at the same time. And also, I take it back. Bruce does not win the vote because technically it tied. And JK, good closeout on the dude I don't know from the corner. Missy trying to dribble. Guy's there to help. Great help by Guy. Guy slaps it away. Steph will get credit for the steal and nearly turned it over. But it's our ball. Man, Steph, come on now. God. But he's just coming back, so I can't be too mad. Quentin Post in the game. Draymond out. Nail to Steph too. High pick and roll, QP Steph. Guy. Three ball, no good. JK, nope. JK's never winning those 50-50s. Why is that? Number 4, who the hell is that? JK reaches in on Bruce Brown. Number 4 is Elfrid Payton. And then the big guy's Matkovic. Payton's over there. Elfrid, that is. Antonio Reeves. Okay. Boy, it's going to be hard to memorize these guys. Oh, Robinson Earl was the guy that shot the 3 and missed the 3. Jeremiah. Okay. Buddy's in the game, by the way. Steph is also in the game. Stays in. Guy and JK at the same time. I like this rotation. I like it. Pick and roll. Steph to JK. Good. You like it. You like that development. JK on Peyton. Over to Reeves. Back to Peyton. Swing it 2 times. Big guy in the middle. European player. I don't know his name. Haven't memorized it. Peyton misses. Gets it back. Steph steals it. There you go, Steph. He's doubled. He finds Guy. Guy goes up. He's fouled. Got to make free throws, and we're down 10-18. At least the urgency is there. We got smacked in the face. We're bumbling around, let's call it. And yet, we responded quickly. Oh, he missed. So a miss make, 11-18, 4-15, 4-14, 4-13, 4-12. By the way, thank you, Blue Wrenches. Good job. Handoff, JRE, no good. Over Steph at the free throw line. JK skies for a rebound. Tells QP to come over. Cuts instead. Gets a dunk. Way to find him, JK. QP slipped screen. JK assist. Dunk. 13-18. Jeremiah Earl got free on the baseline. Whose fault was that? I need to watch the replay. JK will initiate. He's looking for something. Steph says, pass it over there. Buddy got beat on that back door. God, Buddy. Kick it to Quentin in the corner. Nope. And what's his name? Big Euro. Matkovic. 3-ball. Bruce Brown. No good. Comes back down there. Then he tips it to the wrong team. But was it JK's fault for not coming back to rebound? 3-ball JK, speaking of which, too early. QP got the rebound to Steph and scores a 3. Buddy gets a steal. Wow. Buddy all the way 94 feet. Wow. And Willie Green says, I've had enough. Timeout, Willie Green. 18-22. Way to go, guys. Yeah, I want to see if JK was not boxing out. He needs more physicality overall. So let's check the tape and indict the guy if necessary. Hopefully we don't indict him. Yep, that's just weak physicality by JK. Hit somebody. It's an important game, dude. Alrighty. Let's take a look at that. Okay, we're going to take a look at this now. Okay. Analyzing JK's lack of physicality on the boards. I don't mean to call him out like that, but I'm calling him out like that a little bit. This is the play. Okay, JK should get a body. The moment the ball goes in the air, he needs to box out a body. And what happens, though, is, screenshot that. He watches the ball, and there's a lot of ball watching with JK, and I don't like it, but it's also his development. So he's watching the ball, it goes up, and Guy has trouble with Matt's, what's his name? Matkovic, and he tips it to JK. I guess Buddy should have Jeremiah Earl, but no, I mean, just have more physicality, hit somebody. Sometimes you have to play basketball down by the rim like football, and JK just doesn't have that awareness. He's doing it now, but Jeremiah scores a jumper. Jimmy will set the table. JK over to Buddy. Buddy over to Jimmy. Baseline drive. Threw it to the other team. What? That's crazy. Jeremiah turnover right back. So that didn't hurt us, but Jimmy's been subpar lately. I'm going to call a spade, man. He's gotten a lot of turnovers. In fact, let's look it up next time we get a chance. One of these. 3-ball Buddy, no good. QP tips it up and can't grab it. Can't quite grab it. Buddy steals the 94 feet. Oh, it's a foul on Olynyk. They didn't call it. Wow. Right in front of probably Andy Nagy, just right in front of him. Number 83. Andy Nagy. Yeah. Okay, they're going to challenge it. Good. Challenge by Steve. Good challenge. 18-24. Q1 with 132 to go. Did Steph come out? 9:18. I think he came out. Anyways, Jimmy, 2 turnovers already. Wow. What's up with that? And let's check his let's check his turnover rate of late. Give me a free, I need me a free tab here. I don't have one. BKRef.com. Jimmy Butler. Last 5 games. Oh, last game, 0 turnovers. Thank you. They got it right, actually. Foul on Olynyk. They couldn't have missed that. So, but still, okay, 5 turnovers against Milwaukee, 2 already. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 in the last 6 games. All right, that's acceptable. 12 in the last 6 games including tonight. Okay, but can have 0 more tonight. You can't turn the ball anymore. You got your quota. No 3 turnovers a game. No, we want 2. I'll be happy with 3 if it was Steph. Speaking of which, Jimmy up top, back to Podz, fakes a 3, bye-bye Kelly Olynyk, and misses it. Jeremiah Earl with the push, and shockingly got the call from Pat Fraher. Wow. Okay. All right. Man, we're only 45% high vibrational. Wow. 1 to 3% not good? Wow. Gosh, really? Supposed to be happy. Missed a free throw. Come on. Golly. Oh, and the total breakdown on defense. Was it JK's fault? Oh man. Alfred with a easy bucket. Quentin for 3, no good. Jimmy tap, nothing there. And corner 3, Makovich, no good. Bounces out to Buddy, brings it up. Missed JK on the left side. But JK asks for a post up, gets it against, I don't know who that is. A tall John Morant lookalike. JK doubled out to Podz, 4-3, missed it. Jimmy's wide open and put it in. 26 seconds to go. Oh, they get a dunk the other way. That's horrible. Oh, and then we turn it over. Oh, wow. Who was that, Jimmy? No, it was Buddy dribbled right into Kelly Olynyk. Doing some mindless things out there. Oh, man. All I can do is laugh. What happened with the dunk the other way, though, man? Draymond's going to check in for the last 5 seconds of defense as the ball went out of bounds, or maybe there was a foul. I'm not sure. So we play like crap, play good, play like crap. Inbound, Podz steals it, and he kicked it too late to Jimmy. Jimmy actually made it from the Smoothie King logo on a banker. Man, all these little mental mistakes. Golly. Oh, man. What are you guys doing out there? Anyways, 21-28. Are we at the point where we go, well, maybe this team just isn't really that good? Oh, I don't know. Oh, they got to pull it out. They still got 3 quarters to prove me otherwise. They'll figure it out, though. You're supposed to figure these things out. You're 4-time champions and 2 trips to the finals type players up here. I'm sorry, but that was QP's fault on the dunk. That was just, he was a statue. Wow. What is he thinking? These little mistakes by QP lately, it's makes me cringe, but lack of mobility. Well, we just have to find our groove. I guess giving up a dunk like that for QP isn't as glaring if you're not down 21-26 at that point, 21-28, So, like, it's magnified by the fact that we're down to the Pelicans. So, it's, all things considered, a rookie is supposed to make mistakes. It just looked really bad right there. But anyway, we'll slog through this, slog through it. A lot of the last 3 minutes was without Steph. So there's that. Jose over to Matt. Matt on the split action, back out to Jose with Moody. Draymond there, out to Kelly. Lets him shoot a three. Short. QP rebound. There you go, QP. Podz will set the table. Gets to Dray. Post up Jimmy. No Steph, by the way. Jimmy, mid post, looks for a handoff. Gets it to Dray. Over to QP. What a pass. He's off. You could see it. Not lined up. QP misses again. What is he? 0 for 3. And Jimmy causes a steal or a bad catch on the other end. Thank you, Jimmy. Holding on the, we ran a little set there. See, Jimmy, we're taking some time for the side out. Yeah, just holding. Jimmy to the nail. Kick it to Quentin. Come on, Quentin. Missed another one. 0 for 4. Draymond knocks it off of Kelly Olynyk. Oh, but Washington's going to come over and overturn this, I bet. Yep, he does, as where Draymond is shown close up, but walking the other way. Moody reaches in on Jose, trying to keep in front. He does. And then they got screened by Matkovic. He dunks it. He missed it. QP got there just in time to disrupt. Back up top, Podz. We're down 7 still. Nobody scored yet. 3-ball Jimmy. Finally. Took him a couple games. Corner 3. Finally. 24-28. Let's look that up. When's the last time you hit a 3, man? It was in Atlanta. 1 for 7. Matkovic. And QP causes a turnover, although it's just a bad catch by Matkovic. But give QP a little credit. We're on a roll. Post-up foul by number 0. Who the hell is that? I think it's Antonio Reeves. Could be Keon Brooks. Podz tells Quentin to get in the right spot for this inbound. He pops out. Quentin gets it over to Draymond. Looking for action. Podz gets it. Screened by QP. Back out to QP on the pop. 3-ball good. Line drive. There it is. 1 for 5, I believe now. 27-28. So the little turnover he caused, give that one a unsung play. And 2-ball by Olynyk, reaching by, foul on Podz. What? Oh man, my stream, I've got it way too fast. Let me see this. Well, this can't be a shooting foul. Let me tell you that. The split action was called a foul on Podz. They're going to give Kelly Olynyk shooting fouls. Absolutely horrible. He was setting a pick. Keystone Cops at work again. Wow. That's horrible. Horrible. Wow. Insanely bad. He's setting a pick. He's setting a split action pick. And you give him shooting fouls. Yeah, you give him a shooting foul. QP inside. Double. Kick it 2 times. Podz. Sidestep 3. Missed it. Kelly Olynyk outlet to Jose left side. Draymond. Jose gets a screen. QP retreats. Tripled now. Moody came over. Number 0 fadeaway. No good. I think that's Reeves. Podz rebound outlet to Moody. Pops a 3. Missed it. Jose right side. 8:53 to go. Down 3. Curl action by Reeves. Oh, Reeves is number 12. Sidestep 3 over Draymond. No good. Quentin rebound. Jimmy holds the ball a little bit. Brings it up on Jose. Well, killed his dribble. And telling QP he's got to be more smooth with it next time. Anyway, some action weak side. QP catch. He drives in. He's mid-post. He's going to go one-on-one. He fakes. He's triple teamed. Too much there. Too much ball holding by QP. And they score 94 feet later. Down by 5. Oh, well. Such is the ups and downs of a rookie. Podz will call timeout. Don't get too down on yourself. You need the Moody attitude. 27-32, 805. So speaking about those timeouts, I did a thorough study of it as much as I could. And we need to lay off Steve, I have determined. You only get 7 per game. So only 7 timeouts per game. Usually you want to save number 6 through 7 for last 3 minutes. Ergo, 5 remaining for first 45 minutes. Can't use more than 3 in the first half. So it's hard. So that is the conclusion. Give them a break. And consider the challenge. You got to be very. You kind of need to save a timeout to challenge, kind of. So, Steve actually called a timeout when we were down 5-0 against Miami. 5-0. So technically, he called one. So we need to give that a rest, even though I kind of lit the fire on the timeout thing. But then at least I followed up. Ain't no radio host going to do that. You know, the radio people, I see their tweets. They'll just tweet anything and that's it. And they put it in quotes. That's not journalism, but that's another story for later. Steph's back in with JK and Gee. Looney's in. Screen for JK. Turns the corner. Nope. Over to Gee. Gee, great cut. Throws it to Looney. And Looney says, my bad. Out of bounds. Another turnover. Well, that's the ATO. Good movement, honestly. Just bad execution. They finally get it over to Reeves. Left side, pass Steph, no good. JK rebound, outlet Steph. 1-on-0, and he beats him. And one against Missy. What a finish. That's how you finish. Good outlet, man. Scoop and one versus Missy. Foot race. Yep, that's fundamental, man. That's how you scoop, man. I try to do those scoops in my cardio. I do cardio at the gym and just do layups. I do layups, lefties and righties. I try to do that, mimic that or pretend. It's fun, man. It's fun. Release point on the scoop, finger roll, even with 0 people. Steph missed the free throw. Wow. 29-32. What's our free throw percentage? It's compost. It's 2 for 5. That's crazy. A lot of little mistakes. It's hard to buckle down against the Pelicans. All right, Alfred will start it. Gee's on him. But he's trying to play off the ball on Hawkins. Pick and roll. Looney, good job. And another one. And Hawkins pulls up for 2. No good. Steph got the rebound on the run. 3-on-3. No look to JK. All the way. Missed it. Smoked a layup. Tried to slap the backboard. Why? Peyton missed it. But Missy got the rebound. Out to Brown. Attack. Alley-oop. Foil, but it's a bad pass, and it's a push off on Looney against Missy from the pretty much pinball action, broken play. So I'm not mad about it, but just they have more athleticism on those. Not much you can do about it. I mean, maybe Gee could have retreated a little bit better against Bruce Brown, but I've come to the conclusion that point of attack is nearly non-existent in the modern NBA. Okay, so it is now, what's the score, NBC? 33-29. Did he make the free throw or not? We just want to look at authentic moments live here, graphic forever. 34-29. Both free throws made. Down by 5. Left side JK. Looking for Steph. Double pick. Missi's there. Good defense, Missy. Steph. Bad pass. Knocked away by Hawkins. Lucky. But there was nothing there, technically. I can see why he wanted to, fire the electron through the slit. Broken play, JK finds Steph. I don't know if you give credit for an assist. And then we forget to guard Bruce Brown. Horrendous. Steve Kerr's had enough. He motions for someone to get subbed out. Wow. Let me watch the replay. It's Buddy Hield. Wow. Did we score? We actually scored the other way. And I'm rewatching it. There's a foul. So it was JK push shot to the nail. Good job by JK. We foul Missy on the attack, pick and roll. They're getting downhill a little too much right now. Well, Steve didn't sub anybody out. So even though Buddy forgot to guard Brown, he's still in there. Same guys. JK taps it. Gee got the rebound. And JK, gets to the rim, swatted by Missy. Wants a foul, but dude, that was a nice block by Missy. You got to know he's coming over, you know. We're underestimating them again. Didn't even see him. Steph, Looney, pick and roll, high screen. Gets another screen, fakes a three, shoots a hero three, got it. Over Peyton. (36-37). All right, left side. Bruce Brown, go over to Peyton in the corner. Kick it to Missi, down the lane. Looney holds his ground. Turnover. JK loses the ball. Gee gets it back. Craziness. Buddy shoots a brick. JK rebound, fouled, and missed the putback. All right, he got fouled. Whatever. Some ugly basketball of late. Craziness. Point blank putback fouled. Just make the free throws. Let's get out of here. 4:51 to go, so there's no getting out of here yet. But yeah, we can finally take the lead. Jimmy in for Gee. Oh man, 4:51 to go. Golly. Hits both. Amazing. We take a 1 point lead. Wow, look at the plus minus. Jimmy minus 14, Podz minus 11. JK on the point of attack. Elford gets in the lane, kick it. Jeremiah back out. Jordan Hawkins 3 over Jimmy, draped over him. Steve calls out a play. Says get the ball to Steph. Steph will bring it up. Steph and Alfred. High pick JK. JK rolls. Nothing there though. Pretty good defense. To Looney, back to Steph. Hero ball 3. Splash in your face. He's on fire. Bruce Brown to the nail. Push shot good. I think Steph said my bad. He'll pull up for 3 again. Missed that one. Buddy Hield dunks it back. Are you kidding me? Buddy Hield. We've seen that before. Peyton to the nail. Scores an N1 against Steph. What's going on here? Man. Our point of attack is disastrous tonight. Well, Steph had to guard 2 guys on the previous push shot. Steph pick and roll, JK over to Looney. Looney looking, finds Buddy. Buddy dribbling to the elbow, back to Steph, back to Looney. Looney can't find anybody, finds Buddy. 2 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. You dribble around that much, you got to know. Jose Alvarado setting the table as I speak. Our pick and roll defense is atrocious tonight. But Draymond's in there now, so maybe that'll change things. Bruce Brown hits the side of the backboard. Steph goes 94 feet. Missed it. Wow. Olynyk up. Steph found himself turned around. Jordan Hawkins misses a three. JK can't track it down. Jose. JK don't reach. He reaches. Fouls Jose. And that's 5 team fouls. I feel like I'm watching a high school team tonight, man. This is crazy. 46-43 New Orleans. Somebody needs to yell in the locker room at halftime. This game is so pinball-like that I've run out of characters already. The 5,000 character limit in the description. Coach Pimp Juice. Okay. We've gotten a lot of crazy sequences tonight, man. That's the theme of the night, crazy sequence. And it's a little concerning when you're, we're still, by the way, we're the 4th best team since the All-Star break. So I'm a little bit more forgiving given that fact. So 4th best record since All-Star Weekend. The top 3 are the predictable ones. Top 3 are OKC, Boston, and Cleveland. Probably not in that order. Maybe I think it is in that order. OKC, Boston, Cleveland. So OKC, Boston, Cleveland, and the Warriors are the 4th best team since the All-Star break. So even if we lose this game, we might still be top 5. And amongst that crowd, I can't complain. So, yeah, we're working the kinks out. We'll get better, but it's not going to be a linear process. It's going to be up and down, but just inching upwards each time. Down by 5 as Jose makes both. Draymond set a pick on Jose, but Jose didn't blink. Steph and Jose up top, logo. Here comes JK. Pick. He rolls. Draymond. Upstairs. JK scores. There it is. Finally. We finally executed it. 45-48. Over to Missy. Push shot, good. Draymond ended up guarding 2 guys. I think he's a little dismayed by that. Wonder what happened. Yeah, JK just lost him. Jimmy inside and 1. Oh, jump ball. Never mind. I wasn't watching, but how do you lose a guy? How do you lose Kelly Olynyk? Golly, JK. Man. Jimmy taps it to JK. Screen by Steph. JK trying to get downhill. Goes in the lane. On 3 guys, he scores lefty. Jose pulls up from 3. No good. Draymond rebound. 1:34 to go. Outlet Steph. 2 on 4. Steph left side over Brown. Way off. Yikes. 2 on 4 pull. They go 94 feet. Draymond fouls Missy. All ball. He's yelling at Fraher. Be careful. Now he's going to yell at the bench to see if we get a challenge. Overhead view. A lot of contact. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he has a case. I don't understand the Steph 3 ball against 4 guys. I don't understand that one. Well, Missy missed a free throw. Man, he's played a lot tonight. And he makes it. 10 points, 9 rebounds. Might as well. He's racking up the numbers. Jimmy will bring it up. 118, 117, 116. First half, down 4. JK, flare out from the Steph pick. Steph sets another pick to Draymond. Back to Steph. Bye-bye, Jose. Wide open Draymond 3. Corner 3. Brick. Jimmy got a hand on it. Draymond passes to Steph. Sidestep 3 on the reload. Got it. That's vintage Steph inspired organized chaos. Jose misses. Draymond rebound. Great rebound. And Jimmy was there too. Steph loses the ball to Bruce Brown. Golly. Jordan Hawkins attacks. Draymond keeps his hands up, and they call a foul on probably somebody else, I would think. I don't know. Late call. 3 fouls on Draymond. Yeah, they call it on Draymond. Unbelievable. Quentin comes in. What happened at the 103 mark? Oh, yeah. Okay. JK doesn't shoot the 3. Thank you. Over to QP in the post. Looking for Steph. A little too much because he had the middle wide open. Jimmy's wide open for 3. Missed another one. Golly, Jimmy. 8 seconds left. Jose downhill. Over JK. Missed it. Out on JK. Jose's mad at himself. Another instance of JK just not really springy off the floor, you know. He's got verticals, but he doesn't go get the ball. He doesn't know how to do it. I would just work on that this summer. That would make you a tremendously better player if you just learn how to grab the ball and time it better. So our 3-point shooting woes continue. 6 for 28. And they're 3 for 11. They don't even shoot threes. 6 for 28. I could go in there and shoot better than that. So I don't know. Our offense sucks. We scored 50 at halftime with Steph. Come on. We should score 120 a game. 6 for 28 on threes. Yikes. At least New Orleans can't hit the ocean. 3 for 11. Too many turnovers, that's for sure. 8. I want 8 for a game. Steph probably already has 3. No, 1. Jimmy has 2. Yeah, spread them out a little bit. We got some brain farts from Buddy and QP. I think we got to eliminate the brain farts. And keep running actions for JK, and Jimmy needs to shoot better. 2 for 6, 1 for 4. They're giving you threes, and yeah, I don't know. That's crazy though. We voted on who should come off the bench first, JK or Guy, and it turned out to be a tie. They both came in at the same time. Butler has to drink some of his coffee. Yeah, I hope they serve it over there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. The transition defense, I think, is also a problem. And just those little mistakes. QP transition defense, horrendous one time. Buddy Hield transition defense, horrendous one time. We got to eliminate those brain farts, man. Okay, what else is going on? Brugy. I think I'm kind of tired of the shoot more twos. I mean, okay, but like I can't imagine the Warriors coaching staff really being that dumb. You know, I don't even like to use the word DUMB, but it's his first year. You just look at Clay. Clay started shooting more twos sometimes. Let me put it this way. Clay started to have more of a green light on twos or anything because 37 in a quarter will buy you a green light. But, you know, rookies like QP are on a development path. And so that's the development path. That's what they're going to go with. There isn't a single GM or coach in the NBA, unless they're constrained by personnel. If you have guys that can shoot threes, you are going to maximize that as your number one and number two options. So So I know that you guys want to shoot twos. I know even Dean Chambers comes on here and says that. I mean, to me, it really is like, I mean, NBA coaching staffs can't be that bad at basketball. So they must have done the math. They must have had some internal reports, internal discussions. And when the whole freaking NBA is doing it, and when I say whole NBA, I mean every team that has three-point shooting is doing it. I don't mean Tom Thibodeau is doing it. No, he doesn't have the personnel. Although they're probably looking at it now that they have Cat. So when we're missing threes, my first reaction isn't, oh, let's shoot some more twos. That's not, no, execute your plays and do all the other little things. Like, you're missing threes, I say make them. Make them or just keep doing the other things better. But yeah, if you continue to miss threes, you might lose the game. But you don't expect Jimmy Butler to be left wide open and not hit threes and go 1 for 4 on completely open threes. So at some point, if you're left open to shoot threes and you're missing them, I don't know that that's, you know, hit the panic button. We need to change our offense to shoot twos. That doesn't make sense. So I focus on things that we can correct. Surely just making some of these open ones. Moody missed another open one. The second one was contested. But like there's a certain number of these that are uncontested and we're missing them. Pajemski, he doesn't take bad threes. He's 0 for 3. Draymond, those were open. These are just, I don't know what it is. They just can't make open threes. It's crazy. Quentin missed a couple. You know that he generally doesn't shoot contested threes. So we're missing a lot of open threes. And I don't know. At some point, they're going to go in. These guys are NBA players. QP's 1 for 5. Podz 0 for 3. Dray 0 for 2. See, Buddy 0 for 2. We don't know. Those might be contested. You literally have to keep track of those. You know, Steph hit a couple contested ones, but that's where he's a little different. JK, you never know. He might shoot a contested one. Guy generally shoots open ones. So listing out the guys that generally shoot open ones only. And if you trust that, Jimmy usually doesn't shoot contested ones, and he's 1 for 4. So, and we know that Moses missed an open one and missed a contested one. He's kind of like Buddy. He can shoot a contested one every now and then. So by my count, open threes, we are, we leave Steph out of the equation for this usually. Usually he's hitting contested ones. But even if we don't count Steph, 1 for 8, 1 for 10, 1 for 11. I have 2 for 15 on open threes. 2 for 15. So we're getting open threes. We're just this close. We're this close. We're 2 for 15 on open threes. You just get to 33%. 3 more threes. That's 9 points. We'd be up by 6. Now that doesn't solve the little brain farts here and there. 8 turnovers is too much. This is like death by 1,000 cuts. You've got to solve these things that are under your control, like missing open threes, generally excusable as not necessarily under your control. You're not trying to miss it, but like 8 turnovers is too much. Brain farts here and there on defense. Whether it's transition or point of attack or switching. Sheesh. I think those are controllable. And yet you just make 3 more and go 33% from 3 on open threes. And on open ones, you're supposed to be hitting at least 40% on open ones, probably 50. So that creates misses and they go the other way. It's a weird game. That it just goes back to how weird our game is now, The weird modern NBA is like, if you miss open threes, you're generally going to have bad transition defense because it's a long rebound and they're going the other way. So that part makes it really tough. So the other things that you can control are turnovers and brain farts on defense. When you do have transition defense and you literally look at the ball for 1 second and the guy slips you, scores at the bucket, Quentin, you forget about your man and he goes back door, buddy. Also, pick and roll defense isn't good. And that's just because we're not good at it. We don't have the personnel for it. And when I say pick and roll defense isn't good, I also mean that Steph gets picked and half a second later, Elfrid Payton is at the nail. That's a problem. But I don't know that we can really fix that. I mean, like, what do you want? I mean, Elfrid Payton is not a terrible ball player. He's going to get to the nail on a pick and roll against Steph, 6'3" guy. So we don't have Gary to sneak around and dart through little spaces. So we're starting the second half here. 11:51 to go. Bruce Brown, Steph, up top. Hawkins, Podz, over to Missy, Draymond, 3 fouls. Missy goes out to Hawkins. Podz is there. 3 ball, no good. Good closeout, Podz. Yay! And a good thing Hawkins he hasn't hit the lottery tonight. Jimmy in the corner against Jose. Posts him up. Draws 3 guys. Podz makes it. There you go. Finally. Steph was Steph flexing? I don't know what it had a little bit of a celebration. Tie ball game. Jose against Steph. 2-on-1 on the backside. Missed it. Steph got a rebound. And Podz scores 94 feet later. So good outlet to Moody to Podz. Well, Missi got around Moody for a dunk. Had a little switch there. Podz and Missi on the switch. Over to Draymond. Podz gets on the roll. He's in the corner now. He's late. Kelly Olynyk foul. Good job by Podz to draw it. Kelly Olynyk. Called his name a few times. How many fouls? 1. Oh, 2. Just switched it. Good job by Podz to exaggerate the contact to force a whistle. Steph for 3 on the curl. Short. Moody taps it to Jimmy. Reload Steph. Super open. Good. There you go. Way to go, Mo. Mojo. And we got a foul on Moody, I think. That's okay. Trying to keep Jose in front. 58-55, by the way. Jose down the lane against Moody. Missed it. Good job by Moody. Physicality there. Mo, 94 feet later, missed it. Oh, Jimmy got the rebound from Draymond's putback, and Steph shoots a 3, blocked from behind by Jose. Points at Jose. Jose's mad at him. Wow, I think Steph wanted a foul. Let's see the replay. I think that was a foul. Moody loses it on the baseline. What's going on here? Too many turnovers, guys. I don't know what happened on that one. Jose dancing around. Moses trying to stay in front. Over to Hawkins. Podz lost him. Podz says, my bad. And a bad pass. Draymond to Moody. He says Moody needs to spray out. I don't know about that. Just don't pass it. Just didn't have the angle. I see Draymond's point. Missi 1-on-1, Draymond. Slips. Oh, they're going to call a tripping foul. Number 83, the ref, the rookie. Who is that? DJ Ralls. No, Andy Nagy? That's Andy Nagy. He stepped on his foot. I think he needed to challenge 4 fouls. We're not challenging it. And they turn it over to Draymond. Outlet pass to Jimmy dunk. Well, all right. I guess I'll take the non-challenge. $60-58. Olynyk looked silly against Jimmy. Lost it. Lost his balance. Podz for 3. Missed it. Jimmy rebound. Fouled by Olynyk. Third foul. That was crazy. Steph at the nail over to Draymond. Finally gets a call on Missy. Go to the line. We're up by 2. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What I'm seeing from the Warriors tonight, it's not like glaringly bad. Maybe the 2 for 15 on open threes, but I think I'm ready to just accept the fact that the NBA has some damn good players. So, and we don't have extraordinary athleticism. So, ooh, Steph causes a disruption on Jose. Nearly had a steal out of bounds. Their ball. All right, up top, Jose Moses gets a screen over to Kelly on Jimmy. Don't help that, Steph. And he goes back. Bruce Brown, Jimmy doesn't need help. Brown with the crazy spin, push shot good. See, that epitomizes what I'm saying. Bruce Brown is not bad, and he just made a tremendous, all-star level play. He's not bad. Moses passes to Draymond, a little bit late there. Over to Jimmy, corner, dribble. Foul on Kelly Olynyk. 4th foul, I think, on a jump shot. There's your 2-pointers, guys, who are advocating for 2-pointers. That's the guy you want shooting the 2-pointers. So that's a grenade. He had a hand grenade. Yeah, tapped him on the wrist. Hits a free throw. Jeremiah Robinson Earl comes in for Olynyk. Wow, most free throws made. Oh, he missed it. Wow. He's got like top 6 most free throws made. Shea leads the league. Steph fouls Brown, don't call, and then he steals it. Hey, we got away with one there. Yeah, nice. Upstairs. Oh, Draymond to Megatron Jimmy catch at the rim. 65-60 Warriors. Oh, Jose pulls up for 3. Clank. Oh, Jeremiah's wide open. Steph says, my bad. Got a putback with no resistance whatsoever. It wasn't his bad. He was watching, but there were 2 guys. Steph step back 3, short, hero ball. Why shoot that? I don't understand that one. Jimmy steals it though. Out to Steph, 2-on-1. Up to Jimmy, alley-oop good. Not a dunk alley-oop style, but who cares? We got it. Timeout, Willie Green, 67-62. The thing about Steph, though, is anytime he misses a hero ball, I'm like, why shoot that? But then again, he hits hero balls, so he can break a game open just by making a couple that break your back. Yeoman's in the house. Steph's best plays come from hero ball. With understanding that some best plays are that clutch time, Dray, pick and roll, and other actions. So I don't necessarily agree with you all of the time. Yes and no. For me, to acknowledge a hero ball is effective, I should expect the same from you. You need to accept and acknowledge that the non-hero ball 3 through our action as created by Steve Kerr, as created by the chemistry with Draymond, that should occur as well. So it's equal footing. It's not one or the other. It's a two-way street. Anyways, we're back to action. Bruce Brown upstairs. Left side, Hawkins. Crazy fadeaway, missed it. JK came back for a rebound. Rejoice. JK got a clutch rebound there. I'm proud of him. Moses wide open. Made it. Finally hit the rim though, going in. Is the scouting report leave Moses open? It can't be. Wow. That's crazy. I wonder if it is. Maybe Willie knows. Missi inside, push shot no good, and Jonathan got beasted by Bruce Brown. That's what I'm talking about. He's too finesse sometimes, man. I think I'm going to go into my thesis mode again. Is Looney fouled Bruce Brown, but like let me clip this as we're gonna look at free throws. Let me just clip this just to make sure my eyes aren't deceiving me, but watch JK the whole way. Yeah, he got pushed. He got pushed by by Bruce Brown, but there are counters for that. Maybe Looney pushed him? I don't know. No, Looney fouled him after the push. Anyways, we're up by 6. Clip that later. And Steph goes to JK and foul on the ground, says, what's his name again? New ref. JD Ralls. 5 team fouls. JK will go to the line. So I don't know. I mean, like, I think JK can just be a little more physical. Too much finesse, I think. A la Kobe, you know? Try to be more Kawhi. Watch more tape of Kawhi. Just be some guys. That's what I want from JK. Up top, Makovich. Handoff, Hawkins. Back to Makovich. Good help, Gee. 3 ball. Got it, though. 3 ball by Jeremiah as Looney closed out. Good effort. Just they executed. Steph gets a pick from JK down the lane. Buddy's wide open. 3 ball, no good. Looney, great rebound, Looney. Tiptoeing the line there. And Buddy finds Gee underneath. Blows a layup. No, it just trickles in. Way to find him. Oh, and they go 94 feet again. Ah, the transition defense is awful tonight, but they working around, they miss it, and they got to reset. And it's Alfred, 5 seconds, Gee, screen, Alfred Looney, push shot, no good. Buddy got a rebound. Stopped at the half court line. Be careful. Over to JK. JK up top. Inside to Looney on the mismatch. Over to Buddy. Fakes it. Over to JK. So open. Shanked it. Another missed open 3. I mean, our missed open 3s are just, they're so open. It's craziness. I think the other team is doing that on purpose as a psychological thing. I think Willie Green is telling you to just give him super space. And bad screen, but they didn't call it. Alley-oop, and it's good. Makovich via Peyton on the pick and roll on the bad screen that they didn't call. JK got decked. We're only up 5. 328, or 24, 323. Steph, screen Looney, but it wasn't, no contact. Screen by Gee. Down the lane, left side. Finally a foul called. Makovich is like, what did I do? But nah, it's a foul on you, bro. At least Steph's getting some respect going to the hoop these days in his return game. Steph stays about 3 inches behind the line. That's interesting. Makes both. We're up by 6, 7. Peyton on Gee, or Gee on Peyton. Kick spray to freaking, I don't even know who that is. Number 0. Pick and roll. JK down the lane. Leaps. Foul. We'll get a read on who that is. Keon Brooks. Keon Brooks for 3. I've never even heard of this guy. Literally my first time ever hearing his name uttered. And we'll take a timeout, probably Willie Green. 76-72. And it's third quarter, and it's 2:57 to go. All right, Noberto is stressed but positive. That's good. It's hard to be stressed and positive. Bruce. All the former Denver players want to activate their Hall of Fame badge. What other former Denver player? Shake Milton? I don't know. Yeah, it might come down to the Clipper game. Things might come down to the Clipper game. That'll draw some viewers. Smelly Mel's in the house. Melly. I love it when somebody shows up and we're like, what's up? It's just like cheers. That's fun to see everybody say what's up to each other. Smelly Mel's. All right, Mel's. JK to shoot free throws. Now, was Willie Green smart to call timeout before he shot two, or did he shoot? I think it was before he's shooting two. He just made two. I wonder, do we credit Willie Green? No, JK front rimmed it, went in. Jimmy Butler in the game, Steph out. Podz in the game as well. I kind of like these combinations, quite honestly, especially JK and Gee. Except Gee's out right now. Technically, JK's had more minutes than Gee, so he made both. Yay. Oh my, wow. Matkovic wide open underneath. Was that QP again? Man, don't give me some bad habits here. Sheesh. I don't even know. I'd have to look at it again. JK inside out to Podz for three. Missed it. Front rimmed. Who's number 0 again? I forget. Brooks. Who gets the ball? Misses it inside. Podz rebound. Out to Quentin for three. Thank you, JK. Assist. Way to find him on the trail. And they go inside to Matkovic again. Spinning Jeremiah. Back to Matkovic. Push shot good. They got QP spinning around in that lane, man. Oh, my goodness. Quentin. Wide open. Quentin. Short. You got to make those, man. And Brooks is going to score the other way. Podz misses a two. All right, I don't like this combination anymore. And they're forgetting to give the ball to Jimmy. Bunch of youngsters. Number 12 drives in and draws a foul. JK slow to get back. Let me see. Let me rewatch that one. Just not crashing. And then jogging back. It's just, oh, the transition defense is just really bad of late. Last 3 games at least. Who is this guy? Number 12. Antonio Reeves. Jimmy finally touches the ball. 3-pointer. Corner, no good again. Open. Oh, wow. Atrocious. Up top. Of course, he's going to make that. Yep. Brooks made a 3. We're down by 1. Golly. Buddy healed. Back to Podz. Over to JK. Left side. Fakes a three. Now posts up Peyton. Go up, please. He does, and he scores. Thank you. 28 seconds left. Just don't let the ground from under you sink. Jeremiah, good closeout by JK. 2 ball, no good. Good closeout. 11 seconds. Podz the QP. Fakes a three. Goes down the lane. Kicks it to Jimmy. At the buzzer. Misses another open three. Wow, Jimmy. These are some bad looking threes, man. Oh, well. 83-82. We're up by 1. They just, I mean, what is, I don't know. They're open. I'm not going to repeat my video essay of last quarter again, but yeah, we'll see. I will give it to you that now that you've seen 3 quarters of atrocious 3-point shooting, can the coaching staff come up with something else? I don't know. I might go to pregame in Santa Cruz tomorrow where I could ask Coach Nicholas Kerr. I could ask him about that. See what's up with that. In terms of like do you go to some sets that are designed to get some twos going, or what's the mentality on that? If you just general general coaching questions. Cafe Du Monde, New Orleans. Get some beignets. At least Steph is at 26 minutes played, so very conservative on those minutes for Steph. We're working around the horn here. Find Draymond for 2. You guys happy now? There's your ATO, so to speak. Good ATO. Oh, we got a whistle. Podz too aggressive. Foul on Podz. Yeah, they did an action chess move against Willie. 2 guys went at Buddy. And we go to Jeremiah Earl, catch and shoot 3, out of bounds. Good job by QP to close out on that one. Still, though, QP every now and then doesn't have the athleticism on defense, but, really, and he falls down and gets it to Podz. 3 out of every 4 plays are good. Podz, baseline, good. Wanted a foul. Don't show up the ref too much there. No foul call. So for some reason, New Orleans was on their heels on that one. Alfred takes Buddy, no good. Quentin, rebound. Good job, Quentin. Tightrope that line. Pick and roll Jimmy out to Podz. Back to, nope, finds QP on the pop. Shanked it. And he got his own rebound as it went right back to the corner. Back out to Buddy. 8 on the clock. Megatron pass to Jimmy. Over to Draymond. Tic-tac-toe. 2-pointers. And timeout, Willie Green. $89-82 via the 2-pointer. 10:30 to go. You guys happy now? Got some 2-pointers. Coaching staff came through. Q4 10:30. So we went from +1 to now +7, quickly at +6 on 2-pointers. Yeah. I'm going to just repeat what I just typed in. There are some of you that criticized the team just now and complained when we were missing threes, not Mob Psycho, obviously. And then now, not a peep from you. You don't say anything. You don't thumb type any words of encouragement or any cheering for the team. You just complain. Kindly leave my channel. I don't want you here. If all you're going to do is argue and complain and whine anytime something goes bad and then not do the opposite of that when things go well, this is not for you. I literally don't want your clicks because you ruin my energy. Like I should read all of these comments and at least have a 50-50 balance by now. But no, it's you and you know who you are that just thumb type and whine when things go bad. Think about that. Why do you do that? Why are you like that? Meanwhile, Pelicans got fouled and hit 2 free throws. 1 out of 2, so we're up by 6. Draymond finds Jimmy on the baseline. Kick it 2 times. Quentin's open. Dribbles in for 2. Got it. There's your 2 ball. So there you go. We made an adjustment. Open 2. Not bad. 91-83. You still have time, those of you who I know who they are. that haven't thumb typed something positive, you still have time, but do me a favor. If you're not going to do that and you know you got that low vibration, just leave my channel. I don't want you here. Kelly Olynyk. Podz doing a good job. Draymond helps. And Brooks drives in, and Jimmy with the physical defensive rebound. And can JK look at that tape? Draymond kicks it. QP fakes a three. This time Kelly's going to make sure he closes out Podz. Quentin and back to Dray up top. Switch it over to Buddy. Over to QP. Late shot clock. Three. It's good. Splash. That's a backbreaker. Catch and shoot corner grenade from Buddy. 94-83 up by 11. And it'll be Reeves down the lane, reverse layup. Wow. That's where you kind of got to keep the urgency. QP tells people to move. There you go. Finds Jimmy on the handoff. Draws contact. Draymond for three. In and out. Good looking shot. It was open. Up by 9. Up. We got switches here. Jose over to Kelly. Kelly pops a three. In and out. Draymond rebound. Touchdown pass Jimmy. Scores and one. Kelly Olynyk couldn't resist touching Jimmy. And Jimmy waited just long enough to draw the contact on Kelly, who kind of rolled his eyes, knew he was guilty of it. So TD pass, Jimmy waits for Kelly contact and one. That's so smart. Just a split second, 0.1 seconds. Delay your finish. Just 0.1 seconds, enough for Kelly Olynyk to bite. Just genius. Freaking genius. Up by 11. We've got a somewhat of a break in the action, and Steph and Draymond having a discussion that's kind of fun, and that's as they wipe up some spilled, maybe they spilled some beer in courtside. But anyway, I'm watching the replay of Steph and Draymond. Yeah. They discussed some strategy. I love the fact that Quentin Post was directing traffic a couple possessions ago. I think he's going to be a mainstay. With the Warriors, a la Andrew Bogut, you know. Although, should knock on wood, because obviously Bogut had to be shipped out when we got Kevin Durant. Yeah, we're taking a long time to wipe up this mess courtside. So, what else should I talk about? Okay, we're back. Jimmy standing on the fleur-de-lis. That's a fleur-de-lis logo. Missed another free throw. What's going on here, man? Golly. Jimmy. That's crazy, dude. What is he? 1 for 3? Missi scores, but wave it off, says Nagy. Post with too much physicality there. We're up 11, and Jimmy is basically having a subpar game. So we can be better. Missi out on the line, over to Jose and Buddy. Over to Hawkins. Missi looking for the split action, over to Kelly. Draymond closes out, and it's holding on QP on the roll. That'll give us 4 team fouls. Well, at least there's physicality there. Not executing well. Guy Santos comes in for Quentin. That's something to work on. Something for QP to work on. I don't really know. Oh, good job by Draymond to yell at him a little bit. Anyways, Hawkins, Draymond on the switch. Shoots a three. Draymond blocks it. Goes to Kelly. Hand grenade. Air ball. They call a shot clock violation. Good thing, because Steph threw the ball away. That was a duck. Wow. Maybe it was a foul. I don't know, but like, good thing they called shot clock violation there. I won't complain about the rules on that one. Steph will bring it up. No turnovers, Steph, please. To Jimmy, to the nail. 2-pointer, short. Guy's there to tip it again. Jimmy will get a rebound, but that's Guy, man. Unsung play right there, especially if Steph scores. Roll to Dray. Over to Buddy for three at the grenade. Three ball good and one. Foul on Reeves. He can't believe it. I didn't see the foul either, but I'll take it. Guy Santos. Well, you guys, it's turned out that you're right. He's getting more minutes now than JK. Still 7:12 to go, though. But I think overall, JK has him on the minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes to 10 to 11. But anyways, Buddy for three and one. Grenade style. Splash. Didn't even hit rim. Up by 14. That feels a lot better to say now, right? And the two ball got him back. The two ball broke their funk. So way to go. I mean, who do we credit? Credit Steve, right? I think. Jose down the lane. And one against Draymond? He's going to go talk to Nagy. Let me watch the replay. I'm a little behind, so it'll take some time, but we got subs coming in. It's 5 on Draymond. That's an issue. Okay, well, he pushed him on the shoulder. Couldn't resist. So that's Draymond's fifth. Oh, we're going to challenge this? Let me see. Oh, we're just going to time out the and one to try and make Jose miss. He likes to do that. So that was a foul on Draymond in terms of I saw his right hand on Jose's shoulder. So timeout, Steve during a free throw. And we are up by 13. 6:57 to go. Oh boy. Okay, they're running some JK highlights. Let's see if the timeout at the free throw works against Jose Alvarado. JK's back in the game. It works! It worked again! How? How does that happen? It's amazing. Good Lord. Oops, I told myself I was never. At least I used a good news to do that. Incredible. JK and Jose, why not just keep beasting them? Now we're going to shoot a 3 by Gee. Looney rebound. Out to Steph. Reload. No, he goes in. He kicks it to Gee. So open. Short. Oh, man. I think that's JK's fault, honestly. Like, you got Jose. He just... Jordan Hawkins for 3. Nope. Long rebound to Bruce. Kick it inside. Missi. JK falls down. He's injured. Great. He's grabbing his knee. He's limping. He's wincing. He seems okay. He's limping. He's running, though. He gets downhill and he gets fouled. I hope he's all right. Maybe it's just a knee on knee. Let me rewatch on my laptop. Yeah, knee on knee. I wouldn't be too worried. I think it's a knee on knee. In other words, Missi's knee knocked JK's knee. And you're going to see it right here in the replay. Yeah. And he's short on the free throws. Okay. Well, he should be all right. It looked like a knee on knee type situation where kind of the knee goes into shock for a little bit. Missed both. We're up by 13. We're going to have a long look at Missi on the bench for some reason. Anyways, they're finally back to action, and Makovich, Kelly Olynyk, elbow against JK. Looking for a split action. He drives. He acts and draws a foul on acting. You're kidding me. Let me watch the replay. Such a minor contact to like flop a little bit, you know, like react to such minimal contact. Let me see. I'm watching this again. Can't see it. In fact, he felt JK's hand on his back and then swiped it away and went like this. Is that all it takes to draw a foul in the NBA these days? Wow. Called that foul anyways. It was Nagy. Anyways, Gee right side, finds Moses. Doesn't shoot the 3, finds Steph for a better shot. Sidestep 3, got it, dagger. Oh, they call it. Wow, they called no shot. It should be an and 1. Steph is totally upset. Unbelievable. Nagy again. Nagy again. I told you Nagy was nothing. Let me rewatch. Oh, we're going to do the replay on the... Grabbed him. Made the 3. And then he called it out. Why not call the foul first then? How are you calling the 3 and then you're calling the foul? You should have called the foul first before signaling 3. This guy Nagy, compost, man, compost. Wow. Horrendous. Steph goes right by and misses a layup. Gee got a rebound again. Gee saving the day so many times. Moody finds Steph. Reload 3, no good. Gee jumps out of bounds. horrendous. You can't signal a 3, then call the foul, then take away the 3. They go alley-oop, Elfrid Payton into Makovic. Timeout. Courtside fans want an and one. What happened on the pick and roll, man? So 191. 453. It's our game to lose. At least we have enough of a buffer to withstand this craziness. I think on that pick and roll, I think Looney needs to read it better. I know he's covering for Elfrid, but Elfrid isn't, and I know it's hard to read that in the moment, but like Elfrid, let him shoot the push shot, and you don't back up far enough, and here comes Makovic just screaming down the lane. I know the pick and roll point of attack was horrific, but like you need to be in front of the guy rolling. You at that point you got to make the call. You've got to gamble and you've got to guess which is the lower percentage. So in a way, I don't know. I don't know that there's urgency by Looney tonight. I haven't seen it. Anyways, we're back. Draymond's back, and so is Jimmy to close out. We find Draymond for 2. No call. He didn't complain either. So I guess he just smoked a layup. And they throw the ball away. He was open, and Draymond's trying to pretend layup, and so he just smoked the layup. Jimmy inside draws 3 guys. Gee finds Steph. Steph one-on-one Elfrid. Left side. Grabbed by Elfrid, not called, and finally called by Nagy. This guy Nagy is absolutely... What are you doing in the NBA, bro? Like, what? That's such a late call. Come on, man. At least he called it. Steph hits a free throw. Up by 10. 4:19 to go. Andrew Nagy still hasn't done anything to impress me in 5 years. I still can't get over it. He signals a 3, then he calls the foul, then he takes away the 3. If that's the case, then you need to call the foul before signaling the 3. Atrocious. Keystone Cop. Anyways, right side Hawkins. Draymond all over him. Hawkins shoots a 3 over Jimmy. Missed it. Kelly kicks it out. Taps it out. At least Guy was there. Payton. Podz broke it up. Hope he gets the steal. Steph smothered by Elfrid. Over to Draymond. Post up Jimmy. He's holding. Elfrid just held Steph. No call. Still found Steph. Dagger shot. In and out. Foul. And Fraher gives Jimmy the rebound call against Bruce Brown. Fraher bails us out because Nagy definitely won't. Yeah, Bruce Brown just smothered Jimmy with good foundation on the box out. So got to make free throws. Made it. But sheesh, Elfrid was holding Steph the whole way. Man. Basketball gods, man. Cool thing to have Guy in there too right now. We're up by 13. He makes both. 332, 331, 330. Elfrid and Guy. Jimmy's there. Draymond's there. Kick it to the corner. Jose Podz. Jimmy's in the post. Back out to Kelly against Steph. Stays in front. Great defense by Steph. That's how you do it. Kelly blows a layup. And then Fraher calls it on Draymond. Fouls him out, but Draymond saying he got hit in the head. Review that. I think you have to challenge this. Steve challenges it. You have to. 6th foul. Let me watch the replay. Are we going to get the replay before? How can you even call a foul on that? Golly. The refs finding any way possible to keep the Pelicans in this one. Adam Silver says, I don't like no tanking. Let me watch the replay. How can that possibly be a foul on Draymond? He had the rebound. He had the rebound, and olynyk goes over to manhandle him. And then it's a foul on Draymond. Ridiculous. Let's do a poll. Are they going to screw this up? They're going to screw this up, aren't they? Will the refs screw this up? Yes, no. Just quickly before they come back. They'll probably show a replay. I mean, come on. He definitely got fouled on the rebound. Let me watch this. He has the rebound. Olynyk goes and hits him on the head. And then he holds him. Got hit on the head first. Come on, refs. Unbelievable. And you shouldn't have even called it on Draymond in the first place. How do you not see the contact from Kelly? Like, you have the ball and an arm comes, and you're going to call it moments later when Draymond holds him. It's just, this is bad refereeing. Like, I wouldn't, objectively, like when you, let's see. That's horrible. Unsuccessful challenge. I told you. Keystone Cops. And we knew it. 56% of us knew it. It's absolutely horrendous refereeing tonight. Horrendous. Actually, it was 50-50. Just horrendous reffing. That's horrible. Fraher saying that Steph that Draymond pulled his arm into his head. That's horrible. No, you don't pull a guy into you're making stuff up at that point. What I would do if I were Steph, I would say, I'm going to look at this, and then next time I see you, I'm going to let you have it if you screwed it up. It's just, I have no words. That one and the Steph call, they're two separate refs, but it's just so bad. It's so bad. Golly, it's so bad. Steph for a dagger 3, missed it. Looney tips it, got his own rebound. Out to Podz, attacks the paint, kicks it to Jimmy. Wide open, fakes it, drives on Bruce, draws 2. Manhandled again. Kelly, foul the hell Kelly Olynyk out of there, man. He should have fouled out already because the last one was on him. That's 6. So he's gone. Basketball gods. Adam Silver trying desperately to prevent the Pelicans from tanking or whatever. I don't know what the reason is for this atrocious reffing, but Olynyk finally fouls out of there. Get him out of here. I don't want to look at Olynyk anymore. It's just looking at Olynyk reminds me of how bad the reffing is tonight. Got to make free throws, though. This is just really bad. It's just like, normally I'm not this bad on the refs. It's just that the two egregious ones, you can't screw those up. They're like huge, and they're right in front of you. That I would never hire them to do my rec league, my men's rec league in Oakland. You can't even do a rec league in Oakland, and yet you got hired by Adam. How? Made both. Up by 13, 247, 246, 245. Alfred and Jimmy. We're in zone, though. 3-2 zone late. That's cool. Bruce at the elbow with Looney. He's going to attack Looney. He's going to push shot. Missed it. Looney rebound. All right, Looney, you're absolved. Thank you. Jimmy, left side. I think they feel like they're in zone too. Buddy will shoot a three. Got it. Dagger corner. And Stackhouse goes go man to man. Interesting. Are we in man? Well, Steph's in the zone. Okay, maybe that's a zone call. Alfred up top. Podz lets him go. Screen comes from Makovic. Push shot. No good. Looney got it. Rebound Looney, who was in there because Draymond fouled out. Steph right side. Goes by Jose. Draws Makovic. Over to Podz. Spins. Missed it. Matt, good defense block. Good spin. Just couldn't execute. And Buddy races out on the three closeout, but Brooks gets a layup. So it's 109.95. Up 14, Jimmy and Jose, right side mid post. 8, 7 on the clock. 6, 1-on-1. They have to double. He goes around. He finds Buddy. Open for 3. Missed it. Looney hustles and gets a rebound. Looney with another one. That's an unsung play right there. Steph for the dagger. Jimmy rebound. Oh, that's a dagger rebound right there. So that's another unsung play. Steph goes right by Bruce. Bruce knocks it out. Pretty good defense by Bruce. Steph shakes his head, no. Timeout, Willie Green, or probably Steve, timeout. So those challenges that we did, you got to kind of save a timeout for those as well. Kalena takes his tie off. So timeout, Steve. Looney playing great. $109.95. Q4 47.0. Not quite night. Sunny bits. All right, good heavy. Exactly. His head has strong gravitational pull. That's a great way to look at it. It's just so ridiculous. I don't know what to say. The fact that it was so bad, and it's just like when you come up with these interpretations and you explain it to one of the goats of the game, it's just like, how do you even come up with this stuff? He grabbed Kelly Olynyk's arm to then hit him on the head. Okay. Pat Fraher, that's got to be one of the all-time best. Pull one out of your butt there. Steph comes out of the game because it's hard to score 14 points in 40 seconds. Bruce Brown, 3 over Quentin. No good. Pat Spencer, out of bounds. Let's go out of bounds smartly. He will inbound to Guy, and we'll just dribble this one out. Wow. 19 on the clock. 9-second differential. QP still playing hard. Pick and roll with Pat. Gets to the nail. Over to Guy. Over to QP. Looks around. Drives. Spins. Jump ball with Bruce Brown. That's okay. Yeah, let's go have some beignets. We got out of this one. Too bad we didn't get the night-night. They so deserved it. Looney got the tip from QP. A shoot a 2. It's an air ball. QP fouled on the rebound. So he'll get a couple more points, hopefully, and he's got 14 points. Nice. Jimmy also on the bench. So, yeah, it was ugly. The 3 ball was just atrocious through 3 quarters, and then we went back to good old-fashioned 2-ball style. 13 for 55. I'll just take the win and run away with it. Kevin Knox in the game, by the way. 6 seconds to go. Bruce Brown will just dribble it out, and it'll be final. 111.95. Steve to go. Hug the great Willie Green. Good game by Willie Green. I really do think Willie Green instructed the team to play some mind games with us. Like, do not close out at all on JK. Like, that's a short close, but not even a short close. You stay in the paint and play mind games with JK. Sure enough, brick. The other ones are like, I think he purposely wanted Moody to be left open to play mind games with Moody. And it worked. I think it worked. Willie Green's a really good coach, man. Of course, could have foiled that just by making those open threes, and didn't happen. And the shooting woes continued for 3 freaking quarters, which felt like an eternity for us. And started the 4th quarter with all of those 2-ball actions. And so that really changed the game. And looking at the play-by-play, still had some hero offensive rebounds by, I think, Looney late in the game, and those deserve some unsung votes. Here's Quentin Post.
These slow starts here, but we're coming at QP. Yeah, I think it's just tough when you play against a team that has a lot of their main guys out. They came out firing. Credits to them, they played really hard. We need to pick it up in these starts. Glad we pulled it off at the end and move on to the next one.
QP, I always say it's a boost in morale when your star player comes back. I'm talking about what the Warriors have felt having Steph Curry back in the lineup right now.
Yeah, man, it makes all the difference. I mean, he kind of kept us in the game in the first half. I mean, he's just the heart and soul of this organization, and it's so good to have him back here.
QP with Steph back in the lineup and Jimmy Butler creating so much offense. What's your thought process in half-court execution as far as spacing, screening, and cutting, playing off Jimmy and Steph?
We're working on these things every single day. We watch film, we do it in practice. In this league, you gotta keep good spacing. You gotta, create open looks. And with a guy like Jimmy and a guy like Steph that creates so much attention, it just means that the others, we have to do a good job of keeping the floor open for them.
Quinn, y'all shot 55 threes tonight. 55 threes between you and Steph. That's 25 of those threes. What is the thought process behind the offense when you're out there in the three-point line?
I mean, if I'm open, I gotta let it go. And then Steph Curry is Steph Curry, so I think that explains that.
Well, I gotta say, QP, Festus was jealous of you spending 5 days in Miami. So what has it been like for you seeing these great tropical cities, Atlanta, Miami, then New Orleans now? Tell us about your road trip so far.
I think I packed one too many jackets and too little amount of shorts. But yeah, it's been good to get a little bit of heat out here, and we're enjoying the road trip so far.
All right, QP, great game for you. 15 points tonight, 3-9 from the three-point line. Have fun. We'll see you in a second.
All right. One other thing I thought was just looking at the play-by-play since the fourth quarter, it seemed like that we went to Jimmy, but sporadically. So it wasn't like steady diet of Jimmy. Like, no, not steady diet of Jimmy. Here's a Jimmy, there's a Jimmy. So not having a steady diet of Jimmy seemed to work. And we're going to have the post game right after this. Maybe I should go live on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe not. I guess not. So yeah, glad to just get the W, let's see if the standings have been updated. Not yet. They still got us as losing 2. So yeah, I think we're working it out. We're just like Quentin said, we're figuring it out. Because you can't always go to Jimmy ISO every single time to bail you out. And by the way, the first play of the fourth quarter, that's a chess move by Steve. Brilliant. First play of Q4 was, I think it was a fake elevators to Buddy. I should go back and look at that, but maybe. But that first play, the Pelicans rushed over to Buddy. That left Draymond wide open, and that was it was beautiful. And I think you need to credit Steve for that. Yeah, they're replaying that. I missed it. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. I think what they did was they ran an action and just left it where Draymond was right by the hoop. So probably ran an action that Willie instructed his guys to defend well, leaving Draymond open. And that was a great chess move by Steve. Yeah, I don't care about the other teams too. We just got to win and just figure it out and just focus on the winning. And then at the end of the season, look up and see where we're at on the standings, that kind of thing. Yeah, Taylor Jenkins, kind of funny. Fired for unknown reasons, but a stunning dismissal per Shams, and then everybody else used the word stunning. I don't know. I notice these things because I write articles and notice how people write whatever words they use. A lot of people tweeting stunning, stunning after Shams did. So what else is going on? Yep. Guy has been indeed good with always getting his hand on a rebound. If we combine Guy and JK, we'd have an all-star already. Oops, I said it. Guy makes up for the thing that we want from JK. Isn't that crazy? And that's the thing, though. I don't blame JK though. You know, you're watching YouTubes of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's the type of player and era where you just kind of give the ball, your turn, my turn, and give the ball to you, and then stand there and watch you go to work. And that just doesn't work in the modern NBA anymore, unless your team is constrained with your roster being that way. But you need to do the other things, and the other things require you to have started doing the other things from an early age. So I think JK will figure it out eventually, but all of his problems are all fundamental things. So I think it's better to have those types of problems. They're all just basic things. Learning how to go get the ball. Learning how to be physical. And he's got teammates that do that. Learning how to have maturity. So that's like Moody, right? He just never complained about the calls he doesn't get. Being physical is like Jimmy. Figuring out the timing to go get the ball is like Guy. They're all on your same team. So hopefully some osmosis will kick in by year 5. But honestly, I think he's on time. He's on schedule. Again, he started playing basketball at age 13, I think it was. And that's just part of the package. Everybody's got flaws. So if you can jump out of the gym, probably going to have a flaw or two. And his is that some of his fundamentals are lacking. Some of his, he doesn't have little things, you know. I was going to say, you know, the little things he does, which is like what we say about Podz and Guy, you know. He doesn't have little things, quote unquote. So he needs to work on that this summer. And I don't know what it's going to take, but he's going to have that dedication because, like, I don't think there's any more you can do. All those Kobe moves and the ball handling and just do the little things, and then everything else will fall into place. When you do the little things and you can do the big things, then you become truly unstoppable. It's like, can you imagine if Guy could get downhill like JK and do a downhill layup lefty finish? Like, for Guy to accomplish that, that would take a lot. That would just take a lot. Here's Steve. Even for Moody, someone like Moody, so I'm 40 seconds behind, but JK needs to focus on the little things. Then you can finish games. All right, Steve, podium right now.
I thought we played fine. I didn't love the passing, especially in the first half, but we took care of the ball better in the second half. We missed some wide open shooters in the first half and didn't pass them the ball, and that disrupted our rhythm and kind of messed with the game a little bit. But overall, thought we got really good shots. Second half was much better with the ball movement, the flow, and defense was good. So all in all, positive outcome, positive effort, and a night where we're clearly like trying to get our rhythm back as a group. And I think tonight will lead to that. I think we'll be much better in San Antonio.
You guys did shoot in the 20% from three tonight. How much of kind of what y'all are going through right now offensively is just the fact that you seem like you're kind of in a team-wide shooting?
Yeah, we are. And, it happens during the year. And like I said, I thought we had really good looks tonight that we didn't knock down. But we can help our shooting with our passing. If we're just unselfishly moving the ball and throwing it to the first open guy, that guy makes the next pass. The shot is more likely to go in. It's a little more open, a little more in rhythm. So we still have to find some rhythm offensively. But like I said, second half, I think we only had 2 turnovers. Much better side-to-side ball movement and much better looks. Most of them just didn't go.
How do you think Steph was just in his first game back after missing a couple?
I thought he looked great. He was moving really well, took care of the ball. I thought Steph played an excellent game. He probably missed his last 5 or 6 threes, so the numbers don't look great. But he looked like himself, and I think the week off did him a lot of good.
What did you make of Jonathan's play tonight?
Jonathan was good. He gives us the attack to the rim. He got to the foul line, 8 times. Rebounded well. So I thought he had a good night.
What kind of potential does that 2-man game with him and Steph have?
Yeah, the dive to the rim when JK sets that ball screen for Steph puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and that was really key tonight. The 2 of them connected for 3 or 4 of those, and that was helpful.
Jimmy, I think, went 1 of 6 from 3. It seemed like he was more aggressive, taking the jumper tonight. How important is that for y'all for him to take it and obviously?
Yeah, we want Jimmy to attack, and he's never going to be a guy who's going to just catch and shoot. I mean, he's going to catch and survey and make a play and get to the line, and that's what we love about him. That's one of the reasons we've won so much since he's been here is that we're playing through him, and we want him to be himself. So whatever aggressive means for Jimmy, then that's when he's at his best. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's launching shots. It just means he's attacking and creating shots. Thanks, guys. Safe travels.
Yeah, they got to get to Memphis next, I believe, right? Yeah, the other thing, I always criticize JK so much, but it's just because I want him to be so much better, so much ahead of schedule. And San Antonio's next, my fault. 4:00 Sunday. It's actually in the description, my fault. And also Jimmy, 18-10 on what seemed like a par night, because like through halftime, maybe even third quarter, we're kind of going, it's a little bit subpar for Jimmy, and yet ends up with 18-10. So like our guys, like JK 16-7 and 23 minutes, like they could really give you some eye-popping numbers if everybody's playing well. It's exciting. There's a lot of potential for guys to even play better. Like we can play better than this. Draymond with a 6, 5, 6, and 6. Missed some threes, but yeah, he could play better. Just making threes here or there, but overall he did play great and got fouled out unfairly, in my opinion, through some crazy Adam Silver or Keystone Cops consequences. Just the same old convoluted reasoning that is so trademark of Adam Silver. Like, can you imagine being on the playground and that was the explanation you got? Like, it's the old playground theory that the Adam Keystone Cops, every time we come to this, it just doesn't make any sense. I can't translate what I'm seeing at the highest level of basketball in the world on TV. I can't translate that vision into the basics of any time in my entire life playing basketball, 5-on-5, pickup, playground, call your own fouls, that type of thing. That basic level, Adam Silver has no connection to. Good old 5-on-5 playground, call your own foul, check up top, score by ones, win by 2, first one to 11 type thing. And I remember used to play at the park, we'd have those 17, 15 games and you're supposed to go up to 11. Like, for someone to get hit in the head on a rebound like that, and let's say Kelly Olynyk goes, "No, you fouled me, you grabbed my arm." Can you imagine Kelly Olynyk explaining to the guys, and even the guys that's there waiting to play next game, because you kind of had that accountability, you had accountability to also all the guys waiting to play next game because they would expect fair treatment in their upcoming game as well. So can you imagine Kelly Olynyk explaining that, no, you pulled my arm into your head? It would have been laughed off of the concrete. That's the kind of common sense that Adams refs lack. Just like they need a minute to kind of like go. Secaucus should have a direct wire into their ear, like, dude, are you sure about this explanation? Because it sounds absolutely ridiculous. What are you doing? It's just Keystone Cops, man. They don't know what they don't know. And for Adam Silver, I hope somebody sends this to Adam Silver. For you to not have a clue about this, all you need to do is go play basketball, go watch basketball, go watch somebody in your family has to have the balls to go to a playground to play 5-on-5 somewhere in the freaking world. You go with that. Come with me. We'll go to Oakland. You got to watch like a month of basketball. All it takes is a month of immersion of a recreational basketball. I need to podcast this. You just go with someone. I will handhold you, Adam, to a playground. I will take you. Give me a time machine. We'll go back. Ponderosa Park. I was like, 15 years old. We'd play up to 11, and we'd have those 17, 15 games. And let me tell you, that kind of behavior, those kinds of calls would not be tolerated by anybody there. I don't know the basketball that I'm seeing. That is the problem with your league right now, Adam. That is the problem with your refs. You don't know what you don't know. And it all comes down to the screamingly obvious comparable of, can I even envision this on my playground ball days? Like, can I? Or Berkeley recreational sports facility. I used to play with, cops from Oakland would come to play. Like this is serious. Like, we don't waste our time on our off hours of being an Oakland cop to come and listen to this BS. Like, that's not basketball. And you're putting it at the highest level. You're making it the 6th personal foul on Draymond. You're taking away a 3-point and one from Steph when like even the guy that fouled Steph, I'm picturing Berkeley, RSF, even the guy that fouled me on the 3 and then I made it, he'd go, yeah, okay, you got me on that one. But no, it takes one of your refs to come in and give this screwed up logic that makes no sense at any level other than your level, Adam. Like, you're ruining it. We're supposed to put the NBA on a pedestal. And it's embarrassing, Adam. What are you doing? So that's why I went off on the refs tonight, because of those two egregious things that I could never picture at Ponderosa Park or Berkeley RSF. Like, this is this is how I learned how to play basketball. It's like, what is more authentic basketball, right? It's not your league, Adam. The most authentic basketball is the ones where there's no cameras. Nobody knows about it except the 15 to 17 guys at that playground, at the recreational sports facility at Cal. It's just us there, and we're respecting the game, because when somebody calls a foul and it's BS, then you argue about it and you work it out and you go, okay, we got next one then, because this is BS. We get the next one. So you have that, without all this rule books and all these, we get the game, and there's honor, there's a code. No pun intended. Speaking of which, the coach that got fired because of codes, Taylor Jenkins. We're waiting for the next guy on the podium, some kind of filling time. Better than a radio station. Send that to the radio stations. Anyways, we put you on a pedestal, and I'm wondering why I do that. Because I see these ridiculous reasoning by your zebras. And it defies decades of what I learned on the street from fellow respected ballers that we would play ball to not get paid. We just played for the honor of it because we love the game. It's not about billions of dollars and network contracts and wooing all these, old white men who are billionaires. It's not about that. It's about the game, Adam Silver. Are you listening? I think I've covered all bases. You need to immerse yourself in real, authentic basketball. Real, authentic basketball is not AAU. It's not even EuroLeague. It's not NBA. It is the street level basketball where you go, there's no rule book, but there's a code. There's honoring the game. There's, this is a travel and that's not a travel. And it's usually democratic. It's consensus. It's like, oh, hell no, you can't call that, and then everybody out. And then one guy on your team go, and then maybe I go, hey, was that a travel? You ask somebody watching and you get their consensus. It's like, it's just, that's real basketball. Now, you need to formalize all this and make it fair because we are making this, putting it on a pedestal now. But you've ruined it because you don't understand the lowest level of it. There must be some sociological parallel to this that somebody with a PhD in sociology can use to tap Adam Silver on the shoulder. Whatever that terminology is whatever that terminology is. I'm explaining it in layman's terms. It's just so simple to me. And the reason why is because I have developed a foundation of a real, authentic basketball. Adam Silver, you do not have that. Therefore, your product, we question it. Don't downplay the foundational core of basketball amongst us commoners. Every story you talk about, it always comes down to what's best for the commoners and what we know is right. It's always about every story ever in human history is always about the ivory tower getting it wrong because they don't understand what's going on in the real world. And the real world is not your ivory tower. That should be enough for the whole friggin' podcast. So I'm done. Betting ruined it. I don't know if betting ruined it because I don't know. I don't bet, so I don't know the factors of that. All I know is what I see, and the basketball that I've put on a pedestal sometimes veers wildly from the basketball that I learned over decades with common people. Anyways. Still waiting for the next podium. If still nobody on the podium, let's check with Cholo. I'm just waiting around for Steph. We have not seen a Butler game yet. Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah. I don't know that we will, though. That would be my added thing because what is playoff Jimmy when you have Steph on the team? So, yeah. We have not seen a Butler game yet. We might not see one, but we might see one in the fourth quarter of, say, a playoff game. And then we will rejoice and say, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, that just goes down to, can Jimmy win you a playoff game in a series? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, nobody on the podium yet. Okay, then we got to go over to Discord. I should have gone live on Instagram so they could have heard my diatribe on the. Well, that makes it even more important to try and do a podcast that has all that info. Here's Discord. Warriors feed. Nothing much here. Let's see. Olynyk. Steph Curry looked great. I hope someone comes to the podium because I kind of need to use the restroom myself. And I hope they don't end it. That would suck if they ended it real quick. Hey, Lester Quinones. I thought if they should have played Lester Quinones tonight. He would have gone off on us, don't you think? Oh, man. What do you guys think? If Lester Quinones played tonight, what would his stat line have been? 20 plus points. Let's see, what else is there? Let's see. Let's see what you guys think. I think Willie Green screwed up. Should have played Lester. Lester would have gone off for 20 points. That's what I would vote for. What else did we miss? Nothing much, I guess. So tomorrow I've got to ask about 2-pointers. Assuming I go to the Santa Cruz game and talk to Coach Kerr, Nicholas Kerr. Come on, Raymond Ritter. We need you to bring someone to the podium soon. Steph with the dance. Anybody podium? Anybody? Press conference has ended. Press conference has ended? Oh, no. Well, I got to use the restroom. What can we look at? I literally don't know what else is there to look at. Discord isn't really feeding us a whole bunch. So share screen back at the here. And, well, I don't know. Let's look for a video on our channel. Draymond and Jimmy playing dominoes. Let's just do that. While I use the restroom. That looks fine.
For the last 300 months, I make 16 albums, me on the front, and they bug. When you get your big.
You know, a radio station which shall remain nameless recently tweeted that Jimmy and Draymond have seized control of the Warriors. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it with that propaganda, man. They didn't seize control of the Warriors. What's happening here, what you're seeing, that's good for the team. It's good for the team. So don't tell me that. Don't go brainwashing. No more brainwashing Warriors fans. But then again, they're on Twitter, so they get brainwashed. That's what happens. Oh, you guys don't believe in Lester Quinones? 44% single digits production. Oh, yeah. I would have voted 20 points. Who's Wayne Wonder? Gotta look that up. Is that his actual name, Wayne Wonder? Oh! Wow. Was that actually, did you hear that? Because I didn't know any of them. Because I really want to know. Oh, they're showing GP2 with playing only with his right hand at practice or pregame. Good chance for him to practice the right hand. But that is, man, that's some dedication to just keep playing, but only with the right hand. Oh, awesome. That's good to know, man. Love it. Well, I don't know what other post-game stuff we're going to get, but we shall see. Went to a quick peek at Discord. Nothing except the Santa Cruz Warriors is killing Rip City Remix in G League in Santa Cruz. Again, if all goes well, I will be there in Santa Cruz tomorrow and interview Coach Nick Kerr and ask him the following questions about Taron Armstrong. And then also, in that Gary Payton is now injured, who can we look forward to as someone who has good point of attack defense? Not necessarily now, but in the future, maybe. How about Kevin Knox? How about Braxton Key? Didn't they get Braxton Key for defense? I'm not sure. And when you have a game like we just played where you shoot horribly for 3 quarters, do you purposely go to like 2-point chess move, 2-ball actions in the 4th quarter? Or what do you do when you're just totally discombobulated on shooting threes? Okay, I don't know what we do now. We got updated standings. We are tied with the Clippers, but they have the tiebreaker, so. And then the Clippers will play the Cavs on Sunday. Oh, Draymond. Here's Draymond. Actually, let's just do it from here. Draymond podium coming up. A snippet.
I thought we had good stretches. Lose a couple games in a row is never going to just be pretty. I thought we stuck with it, got off to a slow start. And once we found our footing, kind of started finding the rhythm. In that second half, it really started to feel like us. So, not great. Can get a lot better, but I love the way the second half, I love the way we close the game.
How much of your guys' kind of offensive struggle went a little bit later? It's just collectively, you guys not shooting it that well.
Man, that definitely makes a difference. You know, shot 23% from 3, 41 from the field. Helps to make shots. but we won by 16 shooting those numbers. So I like where our defense was. I thought, we did a pretty good job defending, holding them to 95 points is huge. But yeah, we got to make shots, so we haven't as of late. But I'd rather it happen now. It's a good time for it to happen than in a few weeks.
Just to follow up on that, how do you think how do you feel about the shots you guys are creating, just the quality of them?
I think we're getting great looks. We 20-some threes in the first half? 26, I think.
Shot 28. I think we're 6 for 28.
Yeah, so we missed 22. I think 19 of them was great looks. We just missed them, So I like the shots that we're creating. I think ball can hop a little bit more, sticking a little bit at times, but I think we're creating good looks. We just got to knock them down. I have no doubt that we will.
What do you think about the way?
Okay. So a little bit of Draymond. Go into the NBA database and see if they got anything. 8:23. Should I order dinner? I should probably order dinner from somewhere. What's still open right now? Cool. Let's try that one. Which means I got to go in 20 minutes if I order this. See if I have enough time to do that. Cool. Just in time. They close at 9. It's 8:30. They're 8:25. I think, unless they delay it to tomorrow. Yep. So I got to go in 20 minutes. Big guy, 6'8" and athletic. Nice. We got the late night vibes from Coach Dubs with the deep voice you hear on Slow Jams. It's 11:25 Eastern Time. Slow Jams on the Quiet Storm. Here with Dubs Johnson. Calls in for a request. I had a breakup. I played it, and I don't know why, but I cried like a baby. All right, we'll play Heaven Can Wait just for Coach Dubs. Let's check Discord for anything else, and then I'll just go. Let's see. Nothing. I'm hungry, as you can see, already eating some snacks. Well, next live, Sunday. It's crazy that it's a Friday. Next live Sunday at 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock San Antonio. Pacific time. We're in daylight time. GSW SAS. Let's take a look, since we're talking about it. Let's take a look at San Antonio. Who are they going to play that day on the roster? Stephon Castle, by the way, Stephon Castle, both Baron Davis and Draymond feel that Stephon Castle should win Rookie of the Year. Been most consistent. He's 6'6". I didn't know that. It doesn't feel like he's 6'6". Take a look at the box score, see who they're playing. Ooh, Chris Paul, Vassell, and Castle, Harrison, and Bismack. Cool. CP, Vassell, Castle, Harrison, HB, and Biombo. Wow. Keldon off the bench, Jeremy, Sohan, Champagne. Champagne has gone off on us before. And Mamu. Blake Wesley. One of these guys going to pop off on us. Excuse me. Who will pop off on us? Let's end that poll. We should send that to Lester. Whoops. Harrison is going to pop off on us. So let's do another one. Who will pop off on us Sunday? HB or Castle is an obvious one. Probably not CP because he's old. Champagne, he has gone off on us, man. Or Mamu. One of them's going to pop off on us. I think I know who's going to win the vote, though. I would vote for Champagne. That's who I would vote for. Because he has gone off on us before. I think he was on the Pistons when he went off on us. Let's keep an eye on Discord, see if anything comes through the wire. Nothing. Oh, Steph. Okay. That's something. Pretty sure we'll get Steph audio snippet in a moment, but here is the first one. Danny Emmerman, pelvic contusion. Okay, let's listen to this.
It just reminded me of 21 when I fell into the stairs in Houston. Thankfully, I didn't break anything or have a bone damage. It's mostly just a deep, serious contusion that I'll feel it for a while, but I can play and I can't make it worse as long as I don't land on it.
You did have more damage on one of the stairs.
Yeah, that was like a hairline fracture situation.
Yeah. How long do you expect this to? I mean, did it bother you tonight? Like as you're playing?
No, I didn't bother. I'm just aware of it, and I don't know how long it'll take. But as long as I feel like I did tonight and don't have any other instances where I fall on it, I should be fine.
Mamu just picked up some votes. Who's going to go off on us? How is Mamu doing on the 3-ball this year? Went 0 for 3 that game. Uh-oh. Went 0 for 3. That means he's going to pop off on us. Oh no. 6'11". 41%. Oh no. How come I can't scroll anymore? What up with this? BK Ref, they kind of changed it a little bit. Anyway. Go all the way back up. There we go. Dang. He's shooting 41%. Oh, they got interstitials galore on this site. I guess they're struggling to stay alive. I don't know. Why else would they do that? Oh, what? He was 7 for 7 the other night against the Knicks. Oh, no. Mamu's going to go off. Dang, man. 41% on threes this year. 121 attempts. Oh, man. Be afraid. Be very afraid. And he went 0 for 3 last game. Oh, no. Mamu's going to pop off on us. It is written. I totally forgot about him, man. 6'11" shooter. Dude, how much is he making? What's his contract? We would love to acquire him, but now that we signed JK, probably go second apron. Probably won't happen, but Mamu at $2 million. Oh, man. Only making veterans, man. Hold on. How many years does he have? Let's go back here. Dang. One, two, three, fourth year. Dang, freaking Spurs got a squad, man. When they get Wemby, did you hear did you hear Brett Siegel said that San Antonio would probably want to look into acquiring Kevin Durant? I don't know how clickbaity that is or not, but San Antonio's got a squad sitting there. They got a squad. All right. Well, oh, here's Steph, finally. Wardell coming up. Still in his uniform.
21, 1-5.
Oops,
Going to the
Steph Curry, he returned to this game.
Going to the stairs in Houston. Thankfully, I didn't break anything or have any bone damage. It's mostly just a deep, serious contusion that I'll feel it for a while, but I can play and I can't make it worse as long as I don't land on it again.
You have to stay on the stairs.
Yeah, that was like a hairline fracture situation.
Yeah. How long do you expect this to? I mean, did it bother you tonight as you're playing?
No, I didn't bother. I just aware of it, and I don't know how long it'll take. But as long as I feel like I did tonight and don't have any other incidences where I fall on it, I should be fine. Feel good. I mean, a week off is great in one aspect because you're rested, but the timing, the endurance of getting through your regular minutes, that was a little bit of a challenge, and down the stretch, just trying to manage a game and not do anything crazy. So, all in all, it was a great night. Obviously, nice to get the win. Second half was way better for our entire team, and these are games you have to win.
How generally fresh, I guess physically and mentally, do you feel after that week off, or a real push?
I felt good before it. I mean, I know there's all that talk with the volume or the load that I've been through, but physically I felt well and felt good, and I had some juice every night. Mentally, I was away for the team for like 3 days, which was kind of weird, but could fill the cup up a little bit, and then thought I was gonna play in Miami, and kind of went through the routine, but wasn't able to go through the game. So it was another 2 days to kind of get my mind right. And to your point, I think it should be a good run all the way to our last game. We got 9 games left, so we got to win as many as we can.
You like the looks that you guys got collectively tonight as a team from deep?
First half, I think we shot 28 threes. And we were talking in the locker room. I bet you 24 of them were good shots. And I think that's 3 games in a row where, as a team, we haven't shot the ball well, but we're creating, decent looks. So you can't get down on yourself. You can't start overthinking. And if you can continue to create those shots, keep shooting them. That's what we talk about. At the end of the day, like that's that joke about the make or miss league. Like it really is. It comes down to that at a certain point. Miami had a kind of record-breaking, performance from 3, and those type of games when it happens against you, it's not great. But when you're going through a little struggle, a window where shots aren't falling, you have to do the other things to try to keep yourself in it, and then just make enough where you can get over the hump. And that's what tonight was about. But hopefully we shoot better as a whole move forward.
What do you like about the 2-man game with John?
He's a force when he gets in the paint and get a mismatch or gets downhill. So if I can create some attention, like you said, get him in the pocket. He's really gotten better at seeing the angles in the lane. If he doesn't have anything getting off of it, and it's something we need to utilize. Depending on matchups, I can get going off his pick and roll, or I can, get him in the pocket with an advantage, and he can take over.
With the pelvic thing, do you feel it like when you lift, or is it an explosion thing, or side-to-side thing?
Pretty much everything. But again, it's not at a level where I'm out there worried about it. And as long as I don't fall on it, I'll be fine.
How far are you guys from pregame? Steve talked about tonight because I'm trying to get the rhythm back type of thing. How far are you guys from that offensive and defensive rhythm that you guys need to have going into the playoffs?
I don't know how to articulate that as more than kind of the other answer. We created really good shots, and none of them went in the first half. And there were a couple possessions where we had, a swing turnover, or we looked off somebody who was open. Like those type of plays are on top of not shooting the ball are tough to overcome. But I think our energy is good. We're, flying around. The last 2 games, Atlanta and Miami, there were, stretches where we were the more aggressive team and more physical, and got back into games, even though offensively we were struggling. So if we can just keep that energy and that spirit about us, you have to believe the shots will fall, at a higher rate. And then that's when, the dam can open on the basketball we were playing during that 16-2 stretch.
There's no real movement in the standings tonight. Maybe you guys, the Clippers and the Wolves, all won. Is that 6 seed still the goal, and how important would it be to avoid the play-in?
It's extremely important. Guarantee a series and you get a week off. So nobody wants to be in a play-in if you can control, the outcome. But I think we're past worrying about looking at the standings every night. It's just, win as many games as possible. Worry about each night as best as you can. It is fun to go back to your phone, look at the, around the league scores and see what's going on. But you can't obsess over that or put too much pressure on yourself. Just play basketball, develop good habits, and hopefully that takes care of itself.
Steph Curry, the leading.
There you have it, Wardell. And then I'm gonna end the chat right now. I wanted to say what I just wrote in the comments, which is I'm pretty confident we'll end on a good streak because we've always done it. Steve Kerr somehow pulls through on these. Just look at the numbers. The worst one was our finals year. That was the worst one where we won 5 in a row. And before that, we lost 4 in a row. No. And that was the worst one. Everything else, look at it. 8 of last 9, 8 of last 10, 10 of last 12. That's amazing. So, confident on that. Yeah. So here's our next live. Time to run that Cholo file. Let's take a look at the poll. Looks like Harrison won. Of course he did. Only 8 votes. Oh, Harrison and Mamu tied. Cool. Cool, cool. But see, now that we've said it, we've anti-jinxed it. So maybe no one will go off on us. All right, Cholo file time. One last look at Discord for me. I don't know if there's anything to show you guys. Oh, Quentin Post. Damn. Quentin Post. Okay. Let's look at Quentin Post. Why not? Here we go. Oh, I got to get going, though. Let's look on the Discord. Quentin Post. All right, let's run the file. I got to go get my food before they close at 9. My fault. But we need to find the Cholo file. Find Barate. There it is.
Today he came back. He came here today talking about how he got a new blicky.
For the uninformed, what's a blicky?
You don't know about no blicky, man. You had a blicky? You told me you had a blicky growing up. Yeah. You was a shooter.
A strap.
Yeah, that's a blicky.
More fire.
And Brate, see you Sunday.